What if the single highest leverage habit separating good performers from billionaires was not another deal, not another all-nighter, and not another late-night strategy session, but the precise, science-backed way they recover? Research and real-world performance data consistently show that the recovery protocols with the highest adherence and measurable results are the ones that combine short strategic rest, temperature control, breathwork, cold exposure, and targeted supplementation. These are not trends. They are backed by decades of rigorous study from NASA, Stanford University, long-term population research, and peer-reviewed journals in sleep medicine and psychophysiology. This is educational content only, not medical or financial advice. Always consult your doctor and financial advisor. The top 1% do not simply work harder, they recover with surgical precision. They understand that every hour of strategic recovery protects the brain that makes the decisions, and that protection compounds into clearer thinking, better risk assessment, fewer emotional mistakes, and ultimately greater wealth over decades. Today, I am giving you the exact recovery protocol that high performers and billionaires use. It is simple. It is backed by NASA, Stanford, and peer-reviewed research, and it directly protects both your focus and your portfolio. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. Why recovery is the ultimate wealth multiplier. Every time you choose to skip structured recovery, you are paying a hidden but very real tax on your future net worth. Large-scale studies on sleep and cognitive performance show that even modest chronic sleep restriction reduces executive function by 25 to 30% within just a few days. That reduction hits the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for long-term planning, impulse control, weighing risk versus reward, and making complex financial decisions. When you are consistently under-recovered, your ability to evaluate opportunities, manage risk, and stick with long-term plans declines. The reverse is also true. When recovery is consistently protected, decision quality improves. You become better at spotting high-quality opportunities, avoiding impulsive moves, and maintaining the emotional discipline required for compounding wealth over decades. Research in sleep medicine has repeatedly demonstrated that deep sleep and strategic daytime rest are when the brain consolidates memories, processes emotional events, clears metabolic waste, and restores the very systems you rely on for high-stakes thinking. Recovery is not downtime. It is the most leveraged investment you can make in your cognitive capital. Protect the asset that generates the wealth, and the wealth follows. Immediate action. Start tomorrow. Before we go any deeper, here is the single highest leverage change you can make starting tomorrow. Set a 20-minute nap alarm for 1 p.m. and cool your bedroom to 64 degrees tonight. This one adjustment alone typically delivers noticeably better afternoon focus and fewer 4 p.m. emotional decisions within 48 hours. Most people who implement only this report feeling sharper by day 2. The reason is simple. A short, well-timed nap restores alertness and cognitive function more effectively than caffeine or willpower, and a cool bedroom dramatically improves the quality of your overnight deep sleep, the foundation of next-day performance. Do this first. Everything else we cover will build on this foundation and compound the results. Chapter 2. The 20-minute power nap, still the highest ROI tool available. The foundation of this entire protocol remains the strategic power nap, one of the most well-researched performance tools available. NASA research on military pilots and astronauts found that a 26-minute nap improved performance by 34% and alertness by 54%. Stanford University researchers have consistently confirmed the optimal window, 20 to 30 minutes. Anything shorter delivers minimal cognitive benefit. Anything longer risks entering deep sleep and waking up with sleep inertia, that groggy, foggy feeling that can last for hours and destroy afternoon productivity. Here is the exact protocol used by high performers. Choose a consistent time, ideally between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. when your circadian rhythm naturally dips. Set an alarm for 20 minutes. Lie down in a completely dark room cooled to 64 degrees. Use an eye mask and noise-canceling earplugs or a white noise machine. The goal is to reach light sleep as quickly as possible. When the alarm sounds, give yourself a full 5 minutes to sit up, hydrate with water or electrolytes, and reorient before returning to high-stakes work. Executives and investors who use this protocol report 2 to 3 additional hours of effective afternoon output and significantly fewer late-day mistakes, the exact window when fatigue has accumulated and costly emotional decisions are most likely to happen. Common variations include the caffeine nap. Drink a small coffee right before the nap so the caffeine kicks in as you wake, and the travel nap, using an eye mask and neck pillow on planes or in cars. The key is consistency. Treat this appointment with yourself the same way you would treat a meeting with your largest investor. Chapter 3. Cold Exposure, the Dopamine Reset. Cold exposure is one of the most researched and effective tools for rapidly resetting the nervous system and elevating the neurochemistry that drives focus and decisive action. A 2023 study published in Cell Reports Medicine demonstrated that just 3 minutes of cold water immersion can increase circulating dopamine by up to 250%. Dopamine is not only about motivation or pleasure, it is the neurotransmitter that supports sustained attention, the willingness to pursue long-term goals over immediate gratification, and the mental clarity needed to stick with sound financial plans when markets or circumstances get noisy. The practical protocol is accessible to anyone. At the end of your morning shower, turn the water to the coldest setting your system can handle and stand under it for 2 to 3 minutes. Breathe steadily through your nose. The initial shock typically passes within 30 seconds. What remains is a profound sense of alertness and calm that usually lasts 4 to 6 hours. For those ready to advance, progress to a 3 to 5 minute ice bath at 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit 2 to 3 times per week. This builds both physiological resilience and the mental toughness that shows up when you need to make calm, rational decisions under pressure. Safety note: start conservatively. If you have any cardiovascular conditions, consult your physician before beginning cold exposure protocols. The goal is controlled, deliberate discomfort, not shock. Chapter 4. 4-7-8. Breathwork, the technique for instant calm and focus. Controlled studies on breathwork techniques show powerful effects on the nervous system in under 60 seconds. The 4-7-8 method, used for decades by elite performers including Navy SEALs, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowers heart rate, reduces cortisol, and improves heart rate variability, the exact physiological marker linked to better decision-making under pressure and greater emotional stability. Here is the exact technique. Inhale quietly through the nose for a count of 4 seconds. Hold the breath for a count of 7 seconds. Exhale completely through the mouth for a count of 8 seconds, making a gentle whooshing sound if it helps. Repeat for 4 to 8 full cycles. The best times to use it are first thing in the morning before checking any devices and again in the evening before bed. The morning session sets a calm, focused baseline for the entire day. The evening session signals to your body that it is safe to enter deep recovery mode. Advanced practitioners often combine this with cold exposure for an even more powerful nervous system reset. The combination takes less than 10 minutes total and creates a state of calm alertness that carries through high-stakes meetings and complex financial decisions. Chapter 5. Temperature Optimization and the Magnesium Protocol. Two of the most evidence-backed tools for improving sleep architecture are bedroom temperature control and targeted magnesium supplementation. Sleeping in a room cooled to 64 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit increases deep sleep by up to 20% and boosts melatonin production. Better deep sleep means better memory consolidation, better emotional regulation the next day, and better prefrontal cortex function when you need it most, during market open, important negotiations, or complex financial modeling. Pair that with 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate taken 60 minutes before bed. These specific forms cross the blood-brain barrier more effectively than cheaper oxide or citrate versions and support both sleep quality and next-day cognitive performance. The combination, a cool bedroom plus targeted magnesium, is used by many high performers to wake up with the mental clarity that turns good opportunities into great ones. If you travel frequently, a portable cooling fan and a magnesium supplement are two of the highest ROI items you can pack. Chapter 6: The Complete Daily Recovery Stack, Your 24-Hour Wealth Protocol. Here is the integrated 24-hour protocol that ties every evidence-based tool together into one seamless system. 6:30 a.m. Natural wake if possible. 2 to 3 minutes of cold water at the end of your shower. 5 minutes of 4-7-8 breathwork. Get outside for morning sunlight within 30 minutes of waking. 7:30 a.m. High-protein, low-sugar breakfast to stabilize blood glucose and support sustained focus through the morning. 1 p.m. 20-minute power nap in a 64-degree dark room. Set your alarm. Allow a full 5 minutes afterward to sit up, hydrate, and reorient before returning to work. 5:30 p.m. 20-minute sauna or infrared session 3 to 4 times per week. Follow with a cool or cold shower to amplify the contrast effect and circulation benefits. 6:30 p.m. Nutrient-dense dinner. Avoid heavy or spicy meals within 3 hours of your target bedtime. 9 p.m. Begin wind down. Bedroom cooled to 64 degrees. Take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. No screens for the final 60 minutes before bed. 10 p.m. Final 4 to 8 cycles of 4-7-8 breathing. Lights out at a consistent time. This stack is built from the tools with the strongest scientific backing for improving both cognitive performance and long-term health span. The timing is deliberate. Morning cold and breathwork set a calm, focused baseline. The afternoon nap restores alertness when it matters most. Evening sauna, magnesium, and cool bedroom create the conditions for deep overnight recovery. Chapter 7: How this recovery stack supports high-performing morning rituals. High-performing individuals who maintain strong morning routines almost always have excellent overnight recovery as the foundation. When you execute the stack above, you wake up with lower cortisol, a higher dopamine baseline, better prefrontal cortex function, and more stable energy. That is the exact state required to execute a powerful morning ritual without feeling forced or depleted. The recovery protocol is what makes a strong morning routine sustainable instead of another source of stress. You are operating from genuine surplus energy and clarity, the exact condition in which the best long-term decisions are made. Research on circadian biology and performance shows that the quality of your morning output is heavily determined by the quality of your previous night's recovery. Protect the night, and the morning takes care of itself. Chapter 8: 30-Day Implementation Blueprint with Troubleshooting. Here is your exact 30-day rollout plan, including common obstacles and how to overcome them. Week 1. Add only the 20-minute power nap at 1 p.m. and set your bedroom to 64 degrees. Track your energy at 4 p.m. on a simple 1 to 10 scale. Common obstacle: I feel too groggy after napping. Solution: shorten to 15 minutes and ensure the room is completely dark. Week 2. Add morning cold exposure, start with 60 to 90 seconds, and 4-7-8 breathwork, 5 minutes. Common obstacle: cold showers feel terrible. Solution: start with 30 seconds and add 15 seconds every other day. Week 3. Add evening sauna or infrared session 3 times this week and begin the magnesium protocol. Common obstacle: I do not have access to a sauna. Solution: use a hot bath with Epsom salts as a temporary bridge while you source an infrared sauna blanket or local facility. Week 4. Lock in the full wind-down routine and consistent 10 p.m. bedtime. Common obstacle: I cannot fall asleep by 10. Solution: move the magnesium 90 minutes before bed and eliminate all screens 90 minutes before bed. By the end of week 4, you are running the complete stack. Track 2 simple metrics each day: your 4 p.m. energy score and whether you made any financial decisions you later regretted. Most people see measurable improvement in both metrics within 14 days. By day 30, you will have a personalized recovery system that directly supports the kind of clear, calm, long-term thinking that builds lasting wealth. Chapter 9: The Long-Term Compound Effect on Wealth. The true power of this protocol reveals itself over months and years, not days. When you consistently protect recovery, several compounding effects occur. First, your baseline cognitive function improves. You make fewer emotional decisions and more rational ones. Second, your energy becomes more stable throughout the day, reducing the need for caffeine or sugar crashes that impair judgment. Third, your stress resilience increases, so market volatility or business setbacks affect you less. Over 5, 10, or 20 years, these small daily advantages compound into dramatically different outcomes. The investor who protects recovery makes better decisions on average than the one who does not. Those better decisions, repeated over time, create a meaningful gap in net worth. This is the quiet edge that separates good performers from those who build generational wealth. Recovery is not just about feeling better tomorrow. It is about protecting the cognitive machinery that builds wealth over decades. The science-backed recovery protocol high performers use is not complicated. It is consistent. It is the 20-minute power nap, the cold shower finish, the 4-7-8 breathwork, the 64-degree bedroom, and the targeted magnesium, all working together to protect the brain that protects the portfolio. Start with the nap and the cold finish tomorrow. Add one new tool each week. In 90 days, you will have a recovery system that gives you a quiet but powerful advantage in every high-stakes decision you make. This is educational content only, not medical or financial advice. Always consult your doctor and financial advisor. If this protocol resonates with you, drop the word "recover" in the comments and tell me which single piece you are starting with first. I read every comment. Subscribe for the next video where we break down the exact morning ritual that supports sustained high performance and how this recovery stack makes it possible. Until then, recover like your wealth depends on it, because it does.